with some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I've been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey on me told me take a break. I keep going to the paper straight. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a one-on-one. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want that check, but can you make it stretch? Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault. I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Yeah, show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it was the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I've been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. In the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been, could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate. We need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it change cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it
Did you let some topics? Did you put the topics out, man? Did you
Yeah,
put the topics? I
yeah,
didn't see
yeah.
no
The
topics.
topics were like the conversation we were having, but yo, Mega, give a shout out to the people in chat because we are live right
And
now.
we don't have no topics. We don't got no topics.
No, we got topics.
Man, we're
There's
professionals,
a DM,
man. We're
bro.
professionals.
There's a
We
DM.
don't-
What are we talking about
I am
here?
a professional. I'm a professional, but the rest of these yahoos.
Hold on. Did you just say you're professional? I can pull up some GRGs where we can question that whole thing.
Oh, you can't. GRG has been around since before over 5 years.
I
So
thought you were
if
gonna say
wanna check
before.
out the first-
I was hoping you say before next. I was gonna be like, yo, check yourself, bro. Check yourself.
Check
No,
yourself
next-
before you wreck
Next,
yourself.
Next has been around since Johnny Carson got started. That's how long this damn show.
Yo, what is up,
Anyway.
Mizzle? What is up, Tool Man? What is going on, Spider? It is good to see you guys. Yo, we have a crazy show planned, man. These topics that we have tonight, it's a wide range. It's a wide range, and it's stuff that I don't know. I don't think we normally talk about things. It's a little crazy out there right now, and we get to talk about it. So, yo, first off, I want to give a shout out to the developers of Scorn because they decided that they're gonna drop the game a week early. I cannot wait to play this game, and yes, before people say, I do know what kind of game it is. It is a kind of like a puzzle game first with shooting mechanics. Guys, can you believe somebody complained that there was no music in it? But it's like a creepy atmosphere. You're hearing things like walk around, like things like in the walls and shit like that. People were complaining. And I think these are people that don't own an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And they're complaining. There's no music. There's no music. Like it's insane. I can't wait to play this game though. But yo, shout out to the chat, guys. Let's get into the intros, man. And let me start. Let me start with the man. Yo, he lives in the area that usually catches the hurricanes. Let's be real. But for some rhyme or reason, the hurricane that went the past couple days decided it was going to go right and just stay away from it. Of course, I'm talking about Texas, and that means I'm talking about the next podcast exclusive Predator. Yo, Predator, what is up, man?
It's funny you should say that because both of my kids live in the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area.
Oh,
So-
shit. Are they okay?
So they yeah, they're fine.
All
They
right, cool.
Just woke me up at 2:30 this fucking morning.
They're like,
to
yo,
talk
shit's
shit.
getting real down here. Yeah.
I mean, they're used to that shit, but I mean, they're fine though. I mean, it completely missed that area. They just got some wind and rain, so they're fine.
Okay.
But yeah, we get hurricanes, tornadoes, all that fun shit you guys don't get in Connecticut.
Yeah, we
Down here in
actually-
Texas. Down here in Texas.
You get more of them. Let's put it that way. You get more of them. All right. So like your whole city structure is built more to withstand that. Where up here, when we get that shit, like it can get like really bad, really really bad. But
Yeah. So y'all bitch up is what you're trying to say.
what happened? What? I didn't hear that. Yeah.
That's why I don't live near the shore. That's what I say.
Dude, I'm a 5-minute walk from the beach, bro. Like, I am.
It's nice until it's not.
Yeah,
There we go.
yo, for real. I agree with you 100%. It's nice until it's not. Yeah. But,
Helps me.
That's what Bob's gonna be saying here in a couple of weeks.
But
Or
yo,
about that next week.
oh goodness, man. But speaking of the man who lives close to me, he is the creator, dare I say, inventor of hashtag Crispy Truth, and he will definitely share his truth with you tonight. It is Crispy Bomb. Crispy, yo, what is up, man?
Oh, what is up, everybody? And wow, we have been talking that shit about where we live, and yeah, we definitely have like probably the third highest taxes in the country.
Go
So
for it.
yeah, Connecticut kind of sucks. I'm just saying, great for certain things, but yeah, mostly just sucks. Too much money. But yeah, great to be here, and let's get into these topics. I guess we don't have topics, but we do
But we
something
do.
like that.
They were within the conversation. Like, yo, people in chat, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. Like, I wasn't sure. Nothing was really dropping throughout the week in terms of like gaming news. Of course, we had like Grounded, officially came out with the full story and stuff like that. But there was nothing to really like. There was not enough meat on the bone to have a show. But thank God for Thursday, man, because like certain things just went nuts, man, and we got to talk about it. So that's why we are here for you, for the gaming news and entertainment that you come here to check out. And with that being said, let's go to the man who has been here from the beginning. I would say he's like a brother, but I don't know how he would take it. It is K Mega 405. Yo, Mega, what is going on, man?
What's happening? What's going on? Pred, what's so funny is that, I'm saying, like when y'all have hurricanes and everything like that, we get the rain for flooding, stuff like that. And of course the tornadoes, something that the people don't understand how crazy the tornadoes are out here. But regardless, they get a little dust and a little water, and then they over here complaining because they're, it's a little, I don't know what's going on out there.
No,
whatever.
No, trust, I do know about the tornadoes in that area, which is why I am not there. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You know what? To be honest with you, shout out to the people out there in Florida. And what's funny, Fred, is that I got a cousin that's out there in Tampa, as well. Him and his girlfriend. He's been staying out there in Tampa for I think about 10 years now. But shout out to them. I hope everybody is better, doing a lot better. I know that they're still got like issues and stuff like that, but
they're gonna have issues for weeks.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just crazy. Like, I'm saying, just I would not, earthquakes and hurricanes is just like something I'm not even trying to deal with. I'll deal with a tornado any day of the week. So yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, anyway, been here from day one, still here, don't know why. But no, anyway, let's get this show started, man. Yeah. I'm ready.
Where's my money?
Nice. And guys, as we're getting into the first topic, you know what to do, yo. Hit that thumbs up button, share the show out, whatever social media you go to talk games. I don't care, yo. You talk games on Facebook, Twitter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But
Google Stadia.
until January. Yeah, and we will get into that. But yo, let people know that we are here. We are live. We are here to inform and entertain you guys. So with that being said, let's see, where are we gonna go first, man? I can't decide. I'm having a brain fart. Somebody help me out. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go into something I never thought we would talk about. Nintendo Switch, guys. Nintendo Switch officially has a $70 game now. Thanks to the people at Bethesda, the Skyrim kind of like enhanced edition, kind of like a graphical do we want to call it a remaster or a remake when it comes to that? It's more like a remaster. Right? Yeah, remaster.
Yeah, just call everything a remaster at this point. There you go.
We used to have definitive definitions between the two, and it's all of a sudden everything's just blurred together.
But what a remake is now, I got nothing. So let's just call everything a remaster. Okay.
Well,
agree to disagree.
The Skyrim remaster is coming out on Switch, or is out on Switch, and it's kind of crazy because if you go to the Nintendo like digital store, the price for this game is $70. And I will just say, like, I'm not a fan of $70 games, period. I don't care what company does it. I don't think, especially digital, you think about like the money they are saving on manufacturing and stuff like that by selling a game digitally. But yeah, the game is $70. Let's go to Crispy on this one. Crispy, dude, what did you think when you saw this, man? What are your thoughts, your opinions on Skyrim? A game that has been joked about for so long about how, people are going to play it on their refrigerator. Going the $70 route on its Switch release, man.
$70. They just pulled a Last of Us spot. That's what they just did. Yeah, they smacked you in the face with bullshit. I don't know, and this is where we go and say like hands off that Microsoft's been. So is this a Bethesda decision? Is it a Microsoft decision? Is it both? They're still like independent in their own way. Todd, and Pete Hines are overseeing it, so. You know what I mean? Like they're going to let them do what they want. I don't get it. And especially for this game, you literally just did what the competition just did. And you did it after they got scolded for it. So get your head out of your ass, Xbox, when it comes to stupid stuff like this. Well, please do, because it's pretty annoying.
Well, they got all right, the competition, quote unquote competition, got scolded for it, but did it really hurt them in the long run?
I really don't care about that.
No, but
it's not. I don't care if you're trying to release games on competing consoles and they're allowing you to. You need to do better than that. If you want to actually put a foothold in the the Switch market even more, because there's Minecraft, right? I think that's semi-playable. One of them is, right? Like,
yeah,
and then you had Outer Worlds come out, but it came out really bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're gonna put that out there, but you're gonna charge $70. I mean, you're basically doing what Sony tries to do all the time. It's like an upcharge. It's absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous, and you shouldn't do it. I mean, I think that's worth $40. So if you want to actually release a game on Nintendo, why don't you start with having the right price point, Xbox? How about that?
Ooh. And again, I like what you said, because Bethesda they do act independently. They're under the Microsoft Xbox umbrella. They kept their name. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting to see when Starfield comes out if there's going to be like an Xbox Game Studios logo with the Bethesda logo, at the start of the game. But yeah, like I don't know. Yo, K Mega, what do you think? What do you think was going on like between Bethesda and Xbox? Because Phil Spencer, Xbox, they had to know this was coming out. I want to know what you think about $70 for Skyrim, but I also I'm trying to peel back the layers of the onion and kind of possibly get an idea of what it was like behind closed doors. Do you think that they might have said, "Hey, you might not want to do that," but you know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts on this, man?
I don't know. I mean, it's something that I've been saying, like, to a lot of people that's been talking about, like the $70 games, and I've said, look, eventually, look like my Xbox will go that route. Now when they asked Phil about it, in regards to going into with games going in the future, I guess Xbox games, things like that. You got to remember, this isn't an Xbox game. It is, I guess, technically, but this is a Bethesda ZeniMax game.
Yes.
This game has been out forever. So this could have been something that, because nothing is just kind of like, hey, we want this game. Oh, okay. All right. Well, when you want it next week? Yeah, sure. We'll take it next week. Nothing is like that. They have to do other types of, they got to make a deal on how they want to do it. This has got to be something that Nintendo has to co-sign. And and while we're talking about saying that this is a Nintendo thing, remember, this game right here, I don't think is going to be running, because like a lot of these games that's been coming out for Nintendo, that's kind of third party, it's being through the cloud. And so I wonder if that, like, if this game is being worked through the cloud. What? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Oh shit! No, that's insane. Like, no, I'm thinking that's insane. If they're running it through the cloud, even partially running it through the cloud,
most of those games are
and
being
still charging $70 for it. That's insane.
But hold on, wait a minute. Let's think about this for a second.
He said, "Reel it back."
Could be reel it back, because of most of their games that's third party, things like that. You look, they're through the cloud. So if this was there, and then let's say that there's a little extra cost that's coming from Microsoft. This could be Nintendo that's making this decision, not so much ZeniMax or Bethesda. So and like I said, that's just me making a speculation on that. The game is old enough to run on the Switch, you would think, because it's the game is that was on the generation before last generation, so it might not be through the cloud, but because of its size and things like that, it might. And who's to say, like, if you're trying to download that game, because I do have that remaster or remake. No, it's a remaster, I believe. I don't know. I'm like you, Crispy. I don't know which one is which anymore.
We don't know anymore.
But
ever since The Last of Us Part 1, we have no idea.
Right. But I bought it and it was like $25. So and so for that, it has to be something else that's going on for it to be at that price. Now, this could be the very first time that Skyrim has ever been on a Nintendo console. I have no idea.
I think it is. I don't think it came out for the Wii U.
You're right. I don't think it is. I don't think it did either, because at that time the Wii U wasn't powerful enough to handle it. So, but the Switch is you would think would be powerful enough to handle it, but that thing might be a monster of gobbling space. So if it is through the cloud, it might be a lot. It could be it might not take as much room through their little chip things or whatever those things are called. Because I had to buy one for the Switch.
The memory things.
Yeah, the little memory card things. Yeah, so I don't know, but regardless, because you would think that thing would take tons of space if it was just a regular just game that would just play through that. Like I said, I don't know. There's so many things in this situation that I don't know. Regardless, though, like I agree with Crispy. If this was a Xbox that was making this decision, this is foul, and this is going back to when Phil said that he wasn't going to do this. So that's why I'm saying, like, this had to be planned years years in the making, maybe even before ZeniMax was even acquired. And if it was around the same time, then this deal was already in talks. And so Xbox is just like, okay, you and Nintendo just do whatever y'all just doing and just go from there. But yeah, like $70 for that game, that is nuts, especially for as old as it is. Now, I will say, the one thing about it, which I think that all the things that comes with it will still be the same, and nothing will be taken away from the Switch version, but you get all of those mods, and there's tons of mods that you get within that with that edition. So again, it's got a lot of things. It looks better, but for $70 for an old game like that, it's ridiculous. And I don't know if I can't wait to see what the sales numbers on that. I don't really care about sales numbers, but I would like to know how many people, and also like to know if it's through the cloud or not. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy if Xbox did have something to do with it. And it should be called out.
I do want to say, because you pointed out that maybe it was like Nintendo's decision, because when I first heard about this, I kind of thought, hey, maybe Nintendo, and then I was like, well, how many other $70 games are on the Switch? And I'm not talking like limited edition or
I've never seen a $70 game on the Switch. 60, of course, but not 70.
Yeah,
and like I said, like if it's a cloud game, that's the reason why I even brought up the cloud. Maybe that Nintendo's getting charged extra, and they're probably the way that they'll recoup their costs is by charging that extra 10.
Well, you said that there are other cloud games.
There need to be more.
You said that there are other cloud games, and
right, they're not
60.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So like it's pretty weird. Like, so I don't know. So like I said, I mean, Microsoft can't escape it if that's the case. If they were the ones that said, look, we're going to let you get the game, but it's going to cost you $70. And then, of course, the game was only $25 on Xbox. That's some hustling. That's some hustling like a mug. So
you're like,
I don't know.
Might as well get it on Xbox. Look, it's a lot cheaper.
Right. On PlayStation, because I think it was $25 on PlayStation too. So and it was the same price on PC. So yeah, something's up with that. So I don't know.
Dude, it is in my opinion, it is a definite L. Whoever thought like this would swing on a system where first off, people question power on it. People know like it's a handheld. Let's it is what it is. So you're not getting power equal to the newest Xbox, the newest PlayStation, not even close, right? And then you look at in comparison because the Switch came out last generation. It came out middle to the end of last generation, but it came out last gen, right? So you look at like the systems that were around on its release, and that's all comparable to $60 brand new games. And I'm like, who thought they were gonna add the extra 10 in there, and like nobody was gonna say anything? Like that's insane to me. But let's get Predator in on this. Yo, Pred, bro, you hear the topic, man. What are your thoughts here when it comes to Skyrim being $70 on the Switch?
Oh, my young children, when will you ever learn? Here's the idea. This is what I'm thinking, right? Business head in me.
Uh-oh.
What better way to market your platform by increasing the price of the games you own on the competition systems? And your shit's either free through Game Pass or it's $10 cheaper if you want the physical copy.
On this
about
one,
all
it's
the games
like
that are coming
40.
out.
It's like 35.
When it came out, how much
$40
was it on Xbox though? When it originally came out?
25. That's when I got it. It was 25, 30. I bought it. I
Okay,
bought it day
$10.
one. So yeah,
$40. I mean, what better way to get people to come to your console by selling the games on their systems and making them more expensive?
That's a little dirty, bro.
I mean, it's hey, sometimes you gotta play dirty, man. It's business, right? So like, not saying that's what's happening, but keep in mind there's other games
saying he would do that, guys. That's what he's saying.
I mean, it's competition, right? Like, think of it like there's other games that are about to come out here in the next couple of years that are still going to be owned by Microsoft, but still have to be played on these other systems too, because they've already got contracts in the works with them, right? Those games are going to be $70 on PlayStation 5, $70 on fucking Nintendo Switch, if they ever make it to the Nintendo Switch, and $59.99 on Xbox, or free with Game Pass. So if you have a system, you have all three, where are you going to get the game at? You're going to get it on Game Pass, or you're going to buy it, through Xbox because it's $10 cheaper, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, so here's the other thing too. With this particular game, there's no physical copy available. I'm on the Nintendo store right now. You can't purchase a physical copy of this. So this might be a Nintendo thing because it's only able to be purchased right now on the eStore.
That would make
or through
sense.
another DLC code.
Why it would be in the cloud. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that out right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, that might be the reason why it's $70. That might be coming from Microsoft. That might be coming from Nintendo because they're using Nintendo shit to play the game. Now, you can still get Skyrim on Nintendo, the original version of it, whatever the hell copy came out a while back, for $59. It's probably cheaper in some other places too, but like from the store, it's $59. But I mean, this one, it's like you would think they'd have dropped the price down, like typical what you do. You drop the price down of a game as it get old. Nintendo never does that. So I mean, they're doing their own thing. So I mean, I don't like $70 games. I don't agree with it either. But if I was Xbox and I want to kind of boost competition, or should I say decrease the competition on my platforms, competing platforms, I would do that. I would increase the price. Y'all like $70 games?
But you don't think?
Boom.
Hold on. But you don't think that they get like how do I say, like a PR hit for doing something like that? If they do that intentionally, like people be like, oh damn, like they
Dude, Microsoft has survived so many fucked up PR hits. What's another one?
Oh,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and again, it's their game. They own it. They can do what the fuck they want with it at that point.
That's true.
And I'll use the famous words of another Xbox exec. If you don't want to buy it for $70, there's a console for you.
Oh no! We're never gonna stop hearing that.
Please, if anybody from Microsoft is listening, don't say that.
Yeah, don't even
ever say that again. But I mean, it's the truth though. It's their own. They own it, and they can mark it down on their console if they want to. Yeah, even if it was okay. Here's another scenario. What if it's? I mean, they're already kind of doing it if you think about it. A $60 game like Call of Duty, right? whenever we decide to get that on Xbox, the next one, that we actually get that's ours. If we decide to put that on PlayStation 5, and they say, okay, for Xbox owners, it's $49.99, but on PlayStation Store, it's still going to be $60. Isn't that the same thing?
Well, with PlayStation for PS5 games, PlayStation made it mandatory that they go for $70.
Okay, so it's a PlayStation game. It's on PlayStation, right? If
Yeah.
Activision was never owned by Microsoft and that game came out on PlayStation 5,
Oh,
it would be
okay.
$70,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just doing what the PlayStation people want them to do. Y'all want us to put $70 games on your platform? Okay, it's going to be 60 over here. So I mean, we're doing what you said you want us to do.
Pred, I love going back and forth with you on this, man. But one thing I do have to say, and I've said this time and time again, and I think K Mega is in the same boat with me here. I feel that Xbox eventually is gonna do $70 games as well, because when it comes to their first party, they got the crutch when it comes to any kind of PR backlash or anything like that. That is Game Pass.
Yep. That is Game Pass, right?
So
yeah, I believe it. I believe it too. I think it'll happen at some point.
All right.
I think later versus sooner. I think they'll hold out a lot longer than everybody.
Well, yeah, because of how everybody's talking about the situation. They're like, oh, PlayStation's getting a little bit of heat for this. We're gonna lay back for a while. We can eat that $10. This is all good. You know what I'm saying? Like we can eat that for a little while. We let them stew in the pot that they started boiling,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't matter what company does this. This is I feel this is more egregious than The Last of Us. Now, the thing about The Last of Us that kind of might put it on par is the fact that this remake is not the complete game. It's not a complete remake because they took out the multiplayer. And I'll stick with my guns on that one. I'm like, how are you going to remake the game, but then not give people
Not put everything
the
in the
whole
thing that was there
game?
before.
Yeah.
And here's the other part about Skyrim. It shouldn't even be $60 at this point. As much as that game's come out, that should at least be like 40.
Okay. All right. So now I found this out. Okay, so now I think people are wolfing tickets, right? Okay, so Pred, you just did, and I was just about to well, I was just gonna wait till you was done, but
Go ahead.
I found it. I found out. Okay, so somebody posted the fact that the game was $70, but Skyrim is already on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the anniversary upgrade is only $30. Now, if you already own the game, if you don't own the game, then everything combined is $70. And I don't know if that is
still bullshit
region. Well, no. But I don't know if that's, if that's in another country or what, because when I found out and looked at the price, it says, do you want to do it here or select another country? So I don't even know on that aspect, but what's called it itself, the Skyrim Anniversary Edition bundle is only $30.
That's if you have the original Skyrim game already.
Right. I mean, but I'm saying if everything is included in that and it's 70, I don't know. But like I said, I'm just trying to find this all out.
Well, no, it's good information.
It's still kind of yeah. So I mean, it's not like it's just Skyrim, the regular Skyrim is just popping out and it's $70. I mean, the upgrade is still the same price like it's always been. And the content that you get, now I'm not saying it's warranted. Don't get me wrong here, but I'm saying, but the content that you get with the anniversary upgrade is significant. It's like crazy because you get all those mods and all of that. So, and I'm reading through Reddit and stuff like that, and I'm seeing people talk about it, and they're over here excited about it and shit. But I mean, like, I'm trying to find out like something of where, if it's in the cloud or if it's something that has to do with if it's regional, like, if in a different country or something like that, or is it the same price everywhere? So that's the things I'm trying to find out right now. But so far, like, the anniversary is still $30. Like I still
I said
25, but it was
I hear you on the whole content thing, but I still think because of the longevity of this game and how many times they kind of brought it out. I still think that price for somebody who doesn't have Skyrim on the Switch, you got to pay for the game and then that whole thing, and that equals out to $70, I still think that's ridiculous in my opinion. That's me personally. When it comes down to
Well,
it, now
I'm not
it's
going to argue with you because it's going to be it's the lesser version than anything else that's available. So I mean, yeah, no, I agree. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to find out,
yeah.
like if it's through the cloud and if it's a Nintendo thing that's trying to do this, or is it
If the
like what
Switch
Fred
was
was saying, that if
if it was as
this is like
powerful,
Microsoft is like, shit, we just now we you asked us to be the behemoth, now we're gonna show you how. I don't know. Like I haven't, that's what I'm still trying to find out. But it is pretty interesting though.
yeah,
So
I think that's the wrong type of behemoth to try to be, man, at this point in time.
yeah, everybody else gets crushed
Yeah.
in its wake.
But you know, I will say, like, that information, it does kind of soften the blow a little bit, but I still think it's absolutely ridiculous. Uh, all put together. Now, Pred, Crispy, with hearing this kind of like newer information, more detail, does that change your views at all when it comes to the price of this game on the Switch?
Talking to me.
Either one.
Both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't think it's a $70 for all of that. I mean, that's still a bit steep with it being as old as it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
and let me back up my point, because I don't want y'all thinking that's what Microsoft is doing with the whole, like, they're going to charge $10 more for. I said if they were trying to be bullies, they could do that, but so, like, don't quote me on that later. Like, say, like Brett said, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't change my stance. I think the game is overpriced, but even like with $70 for that is just, I'm sorry, that's still too much. Like, even to me, like the $30. How long has that game been out on Switch? No, the original, well, the Skyrim version, the first one.
I would
Now,
say
let's say it came out.
I would
I mean,
say a
'cause
long
I
time.
know they. I don't know if it's been out, because they sometimes they release those games a little bit later. Like The
No,
Witcher
it
came
was
out later.
It was
I
before
think
the
it was
it was before the
it
Series
was
S and
right
PS5 dropped.
it was
Okay.
it was after Breath of the Wild came out, because when I was
Oh, so
reading
that was
through,
like way back then.
yeah, so it was so it came out, after Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
because I'm reading people talk comments, and they're talking about like which one is better, who's been playing it on the Switch, and then they're like all excited about playing it with on the Joy Cons and shit like that, and it plays
Yeah,
great.
I could
So
almost say, if
yeah.
the game had just came out like last year for the first
Mhm.
time, and then they did this, I could maybe agree with the $30 upgrade. But $70 total at this point. Even having the game at $60, still the original version is bullshit. Like, drop that shit down to like 40. You know. So I guess in a sense they kind of are, and then they're saying the game is 40 and the $30 for the upgrade. But I don't know. I
That's kind of like what it sounds like.
Yeah, like they dropped
I
it
mean,
down for
yeah.
that version, and you get the $30 upgrade for 70. So I mean, in a sense they kind of did like take the other one off the fucking store then. But again, you can't get a physical copy, so I still think that maybe this is something that Nintendo may be doing on their e-store too to cover other costs. So, Crispy, anything?
No, I stand by what I said earlier.
Good job.
If you're going to compete, if you're going to, be a part of Nintendo's ecosystem in some way, you need to do a better job on that price. Because you know what? You're looking for mind share. You're looking for people to possibly switch over to your console or your ecosystem. Well, you got to entice them in some way. Give them a deal. Stop the bullshit.
Let's make a deal, bro. But again, when it comes down to it, I think this is it's absolutely asinine. Like, I cannot see, especially since the Switch came out last generation. That's one of the things I was gonna say. If the Switch was like, I don't know, as powerful as the was it the Steam Deck or something like that, and you're really getting a lot out of your handheld, and the game, because we don't know. K Mega's talking about the cloud. I don't think we know yet for sure, but that makes sense. But if it was, if the Switch was as powerful as the Steam Deck, and it was running natively on the system, uh, maybe. But this is on a system that came out last gen, and they're charging this generation type money for it. I cannot co-sign on that. Yeah. And speaking of co-signing, let's get into the next topic because for people who don't know, PlayStation is coming out with a program, I believe in October, called PlayStation Stars. At least over here, it's already out on like the eastern side of the world. You know, in Japan, I believe other countries around that area, and there is something peculiar here, and it raises a question, and the question is better customer service, is it a reward or is it something that should be mandatory across your entire consumer base? And the reason why I say that is with this reward system called PlayStation Stars, which will be coming out in October over here, there are certain benefits for getting into the highest tier of this reward system. The highest tier is a level 4, so you have to go through 3 levels before level 4. I will let you know what it takes to unlock level 4 as well. In order to get to level 4, you have to buy 4 full priced games from the PlayStation Store. So that's 4 digital games from the PlayStation Store at full price, and you have to earn 128 rare trophies to get into the highest tier of PlayStation Stars. Now, with this reward system, one of the perks is improved customer service. Let me repeat that. Improved customer service as a perk / reward for PlayStation Stars. It says, according to Sony, the level 4 tier perks include a commemorative collectible and a promise that when contacting PlayStation customer support, you will be given priority in the chat order. Let's see if they say anything else. This essentially appears to mean that the level 4 PlayStation Star members can skip the queue when contacting customer support with an issue. Now, so we're talking about online chat here. Whenever I have an issue with Xbox, I've used the online chat and stuff like that, but I will get to the point where I call them anyway because I like talking to a person. And when you talk to a person, you get more stuff done, and quite possibly get a couple extra perks, for your kind of like for your trouble or whatnot. But so all this revolves around priority in the chat. Pred, what do you think about this perk here for tier 4 for PlayStation Stars? And I asked the question: should customer service improve customer service? Should that be a perk for a system like this, or should that actually just be like mandatory across the board? You should just have great customer service when it comes to your product because people have purchased your product.
Yes.
Yes. Next
I don't
question.
even know what else to add to that. Like, that is the dumbest thing ever. Because, like, okay, like I have a PlayStation 5. I don't play it that often. What if my shit breaks? I fall to the back of the queue because fucking
they're gonna lower you when you get into the queue.
I'm on the phone for an hour now instead of fucking 15 minutes. Like, bullshit. Like, and I mean, this is stupid. Like, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated just thinking about this. So like imagine the possibilities. You call and they're like, they look up your account. And they're like, oh, you're tier 2. Sorry, we'll have to put you on hold for another 5 minutes. We got another guy. It's like getting,
yo.
It's like,
can you imagine him typing that shit out to you?
like when you're in the airport and you see that long ass line to get through security, and then that motherfucker with the TSA pre-check is like, doo-doo-doo. Oh man, sucks to be you guys. He just walks up to the fucking front, like that's how it would feel. Like I feel like that asshole. Like, oh, this motherfucker. I'll be looking at him like, wow. And what if you could see who it is too? You can see the guy bumping the line in front of you.
Yeah.
Like on Mario Kart when the little heads they move from first place to like from fifth to first or something like that. Like you can see the little head fucking move up the chart and like this. Oh fuck, there's another tier 4 in here. God damn it, this is gonna take forever. we're sorry, your call's going to take 1 minute and 36 seconds. And it's like, your caller number 16, your caller number 29 now. Like, what the fuck just happened? That's stupid. I mean,
hold on, real quick. I gotta say something to Fahim here. He says, well, if you rarely play, isn't it your fault? Now, bro, it doesn't matter if you mainline PlayStation 5. If you have multiple consoles and you mainline PlayStation 5, or that is kind of like your third option out of the devices, you are still a consumer. You are still a customer. It doesn't matter. It's not like, oh man, well, you really need to play more games. I'm going to drop you down the queue real quick and take care of people who play all these games. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Did they not learn anything from the State Farm commercials? Everybody, not just you. Everybody gets it. So I should get it because I'm a fucking consumer. I spent $500 fucking bucks on this goddamn console just because I don't play VR games all goddamn day. And Last of Us 4 times. Like, I'm a shitty consumer now. I'm going down to the back of the line if I need help with something. Bullshit.
You must buy 4 games, by the way. Come on.
4 games and get 128 trophies.
Full price, not sale. Not sale.
So why are you part of their subscription service? What are they providing you? Absolutely goddamn nothing. It's pretty pathetic.
Okay, now before y'all get started, I did find this out with the last topic. Right here, Skyrim on the.
He wouldn't let it go, man.
Bro, I ain't letting that go because I don't like that shit. Because I gotta sit there and I mean, look, I'm all about the calling out if they wrong, but this is a Nintendo thing. Skyrim is still $60 on the Switch. The DLC is $20 for the Switch, while it was $30 for everything else. They marked it down they marked it down to 10 if you want to get the whole bundle. But the game itself, still on the Switch by itself without the anniversary edition, is still $60.
K-Mega, I appreciate your discovery, but that's something that Pred originally said anyway. Like, I think he had like his Switch or
just
something.
Confirming. I'm just confirming what he said.
Okay.
I told you I was going to find it out.
I thought he was trying to steal his thunder. It's like, yo, it's $60.
No, I'm hearing it's AC/DC.
Yeah, no. That's all I was just trying to do. I was just trying to get people to understand what's going on here, because I mean, look, I'm going through here in the chat, and I'm not the chat on that's listening to the podcast, but people going ape shit crazy, and so they need an explanation. So Nintendo has gave an explanation. Plus, there's people that's out there that was giving explanations as well. Like, look, the game is still $60. It's not like it's just this and that and blah blah blah. But anyway, okay, I'm done. Continue your mess. Your fuckery. I love
my
it.
Train of thought.
Sorry.
Yo, shout out to Andrew Wilkins. Andrew, what makes you think it's only 2 minutes quicker? Like, I think you are guesstimating, or maybe, possibly downplaying. There's a chance that it could be, 2 minutes quicker. So
he's saying that Nintendo, but Sony's customer service is so good that no one ever calls, so you'll get right through anyway.
Wow.
That's what he's trying to say.
That's
what I think he's trying to say.
Well, the thing about their customer service is everybody's afraid to call, because if Sony doesn't like what they're saying, they just ban them. They just ban them from PlayStation Online. They take all the money that they spent. Yo, let's be real. How many times have we heard PlayStation ban somebody from playing online or whatever because they were asking for a refund or something like that? How many times have we heard that, bro?
Enough.
Yeah,
definitely enough.
Exactly, way more than enough. So, I don't trust their customer service to begin with, man. And to do this whole priority thing, that's even more ridiculous in my opinion. But Crispy, what do you think about this tier system with the customer service priority? Again, we're talking about chat, and we're talking about being in queue, and basically, tier 4 PlayStation stars, they go to the front of the line, and which puts you even further behind. So, what do you think about this? Putting customer service like that, into a reward tier system, man.
Become the pony. Be the pony. PlayStation stars. Yeah, there you go. Basically, they're trying to create shills, which is quite funny. It's hilarious because like literally like I earn rewards and I don't even know I'm earning rewards. So and I actually call Microsoft, and you know, after they give you the automated stuff, you still get somebody. Doesn't take that much. And besides my own damn doing, I've never lost my account. And trust me, there's been, you know, people that just get butthurt or something. You beat them in a game, they freaking report you. No, I called up. Everything's good. Refund games. Yeah, we can do that. I don't understand the customer service aspect of it. It's probably the most asinine thing I've ever seen a company say. It's clear as day. It's there. I don't know what else to say. Like they are on a PR nightmare tour, and I almost feel like they're trying to sabotage their own company at this point, because there's going to be people like the people that are like, I'm going to be a star. Yeah, good for you, buddy. I don't have time to be a star. Sorry. I'm like Pred. I'm like, bro, like, how are you going to get, you know, your controller breaks? Oh, you get put in the back of the line because you didn't play the game enough. What in God's name are we talking about here? This is just stupid. You paid a certain amount of money for that controller, for the freaking console itself. How dare they make that a fucking perk? This is ridiculous. And I don't know. I feel like they're just sabotaging themselves, which if they're going to do that, I mean, make it less obvious. Holy crap.
Yo, for real. Yo, my bad. I'm listening to you, but I'm also seeing Andrew in the chat. Yo, Andrew, the funny thing is, you're saying people are purposefully lying on Sony for views. You know what? When you're talking about like the 2 minutes, um, you're inherently right. It's not better customer service. They're not promising better customer service. You are right on that. And we've seen plenty of evidence that their customer service is absolutely atrocious anyway when it comes down to it. But I don't think you'll agree to that. So you say whether it's 2 minutes or 15 minutes, I don't want to be on the phone. Like, I don't want to be waiting for a chat or anything like that for 15 minutes or so, knowing that other people are like taking priority and bumping my ass back in line just because they bought 4 full price games. You know, they didn't do the whole sale thing. They bought 4 full price games and earned 128 rare trophies. Like, it don't matter like what they've done with the system. You're still a customer, no matter what.
That is a man. That is a man who's never been on hold with the military, with the government agency before. IRS, child support. Like,
Oh, I've been on hold with child support before. That's
that's another event. You get on hold so long that you don't even know who you're on the phone with anymore. Oh shit, I'm on the phone. Like someone talks to you, finally, like, oh shit, oh, I got a person. Wow. Yeah, whatever.
Then they hang up because you have the mute button on or something. Oh yeah, that's always fun.
Oh no, they have to transfer you to somebody else. So, like,
yeah,
which is a longer wait.
Yeah, we got you're talking to the wrong department. We'll transfer you to the right department. Please hold. Yeah, like here we go again.
Oh man, no. Flashbacks.
Yeah, Fahim, child support. You got a problem with that, sir? I pay my child support, brother.
Don't be a hater, Fahim.
I'm just saying. I pay my child support, bro.
Fahim's never had sex, so he doesn't know what children look like.
Oh wow!
He wants to be a star, bro.
He wants to be a star. So let's get to Mega on this one. Yo, Mega, you already know the deal. The whole PlayStation Stars fiasco. Again, they're not promising improved customer support because that would take way too much work on their part, and it would take actually recognizing their customers as human beings, which I'm not sure they really want to do anyway. when it comes to obviously I'm going to say child support, customer support. What do you think about this tier system and adding the whole kind of like skipping in line because you have an issue with the device or something like that? And what are your thoughts on this, bro?
You know, it was pretty crazy to me today that I had seen people that was still standing up for this. But there was something that was pretty remarkable as well, is that's letting me know that the dam is cracking, because there were people that normally kind of do the, like somebody's crazy comment, or they'll say a crazy comment themselves. But there was people that had sense, normally, like Tryfan and others and other people that were saying like, look, man, this, Sony's messaging and press has been bad here of late. And Tryhard wasn't the only one that said that. It was others that was saying that too today. And I was, if you think about it, right? Like, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's nuts to think about, because Sony has had bad press before, but they've gotten over it. But they have had so much bad press, and people keep on trying to ignore it. And, obviously somebody's listening to somebody, because they keep going forward with this craziness for for people saying that the $70 games is just proving the fact that that these games are quality and all of this and all of that.
as Alex would say.
Right. But this is a next level. I'm trying to figure out how that they sit in their business room and they try to come out with this thought process of like, okay, so for the people who really play our console, we're going to give them something that's beneficial. Okay, that sounds great. What is it? Well, if they get so many trophies, and if they go ahead and they subscribe to our service, then we will put them in the front of the line if they have anything that's wrong with their console. Okay, that sounds great. Who the fuck signs off for that? Who sits there and thinks about, well, the other people that's paying $500 for a console, and now if you don't have the console in other parts of the world, you're gonna have to pay $550. And then even, I guess, in the US, they'll try to throw some bundles and then still try to charge you that $50 from some of the things that I've read out there. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's some of the speculation that they're saying that there's going to be coming out. I don't know about that, but anything else, like it blows my mind, man, that Sony is now, their fight back to what Xbox is doing is completely trying to make their product look like it is the Lamborghini or the Mercedes or the Bentleys of the gaming industry, when the console itself is getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
Getting cheaper to make. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Right. Like, it's just like, how is this even logical? What are you thinking?
It's like a Ferrari made by Hyundai.
Right. and see, another thing too is that if people haven't really paid attention to, this is also supposed to be kind of like a clapback at Game Pass and everything else. Obviously, this must be showing that they don't have a damn clue of how to stop the onslaught of Game Pass, or for Xbox's acquisitions, or I should say Microsoft acquisitions, or so forth. They don't have a clue. Now I've seen people go out here, and I don't think this was a topic or not, but if it is, I'll back off. But now I'm seeing people trying to come up with this stuff, because I know that we're going to talk about Stadia. But, well, Sony's going to go after, going to go talk to Google and get their servers. Really?
Okay.
They could. Oh, they could. And then that just makes Microsoft be even more aggressive. So then what is there going to...
That's called... Hold on. You know what that's called?
Yeah.
Hey, Mega, you know what that's called?
What?
Competition. What? Holy shit.
Right. So I guess that was supposed to make people get scared about that situation. The whole point of that is the only thing that you're maybe trying to do is get closer to where Google can go ahead and buy PlayStation later on down the line. Because the fact of it is, if this is their strategy on trying to give proper customer service to the 20 million plus people who's bought a PlayStation 5, if people really paid attention to this, like we do, I guarantee you there would be a lot of pissed people on that, and it would be spreading like wildfire of how anti-consumer Sony is to their customers. Let Xbox or Nintendo do this, and I guarantee you, even Nintendo fans, as loyal as they are, they would have a problem with this. How is it that there's people that come out and have the audacity to defend anything like this? Because the sad thing of it is overall is that these people don't, you can tell they don't buy these games that they talk about. They don't communicate. Hell, we found out that a couple of these guys has been capping for PlayStation 5, just now got a PlayStation 5. So if this is what these people are doing, and there's all these people that gives hundreds of likes and give these people all these views for this bullshit, then what it's going to do is going to hurt the true PlayStation consumer at the end. While these people will benefit off of it if they're getting ad revenue, or it just spews this crazy confusion that what PlayStation is doing for you is right. It's almost kind of like a Jim Jones effect. Like, go ahead, drink the Kool-Aid. It's not going to hurt. Let's just all sit back and drink the Kool-Aid and go to sleep. Y'all, I swear, like, I don't get this. So, but like I said, today it seemed a little different on the fact that even there was PlayStation fans who was like, nah, man, this shit ain't cool. Like, I don't even understand this. The $70 ain't enough. The fact that you're over here adding $50 more to the console isn't enough. Now you're going out here and trying to, you're charging more for your services. You will not bend the knee and put your games on the service at your top tier service day and date, or even in the first 30 to 60 days of when you release one of your big titles. And you put in older games that doesn't have any type of enhancements or anything. You just throw that shit in there, say, go ahead and buy it, and then you add this to it. Man, it is very close. I'm almost there. Now, of course, there'll be some stands for him, and then we'll come out here and say, oh, you wasn't going to get the PlayStation 5 anyway. But you know what? I said that I was going to get that goddamn console. But I promise you, because I was in debate about it, I did a video about it and everything else, but I promise you, after this, ain't no more buying no more PlayStation consoles for me. I'll just buy their games and support them another way. No, I'm serious. This has gone too far. Like, I mean, I get this. And yeah, you could say, well, you're an Xbox, blah, blah, blah. You call me whatever you want to.
Yeah, but you love the God of War remake, like the 2018 God of War. Like, you talked so much about it.
And like I said last week, I'm not going to sit here and keep trying to explain the PlayStation stance that I support PlayStation. I'm done with that. You can keep saying what you want to do. Find a clip, take it, chop it, and then use it for your bullshit. Because I don't care about the Neanderthals that listens to y'all shit anyway. The thing of it is the problem with me is that I've been supporting this console and bought hundreds and hundreds, put thousands, if not close to hundreds of thousands of dollars in money into their products. And they sit there and they're going to do me like this? Fuck that. I'll buy your shit on PC. I'll upgrade my PC and I'll buy your shit on PC. That's not like a little fanboy thing. It's just like, because I just recently bought the Uncharted collection. It doesn't come out until the 19th, but I'm excited about that. The point, you know what I'm saying? And I already got those games on PlayStation. I've been double and triple dipping, because for the games that I bought on PlayStation 3, the games I bought on PlayStation 4, now I'm buying them on PC, and then I'll probably buy a couple of them on PlayStation 5 when I get one. Nah, bro, that's it. That's all you're getting from me. That's it. I'm done with it. So this is the last time that I'm going to buy me a PlayStation 5 console. You can say that I'm not a gamer. You can say whatever the hell you want to. But this right here with the customer service, if they don't change this shit and go do an about face, it's over, Jack. It's
they're not changing it. They're not changing
right, no,
it.
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're not.
And the thing that like brought this on is that, consumers in Japan were absolutely pissed off over this.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
So it's not like people are just trying to pull whatever to talk bad about Sony or anything like that. They're over there complaining, about this whole situation.
If it works out for him, Yeah, I see Fahim. If it works out for him, then whom? If it works out for him, that's great. I never
What
said the
about working
PlayStation was
out?
going to go
What about
away.
working out for the gamers? What about working out for the
Right.
consumers? Why are
For
you
the
just rooting?
consumers.
Why are you rooting for a billion-dollar corporation
Yeah.
to like
Man.
screw over more and more people? I don't understand that, yo.
That's the ultimate thing of favoritism. If I ever say, like, I mean, okay, so when we finally found out what the PlayStation rewards really were, was kind of like the Nintendo thing with the emoji stuff. I thought that was pretty cool or whatever. Like, you know, saying just kind of giving incentive for playing the games and showing that so that people could show you, hey, look, I played this game. Look at that. I got this cool little this little figurine or whatever the case may be. That's great. You know, get special banners and all that stuff. So it's like a hyper version of the achievements or trophies that they do. That's great. That's fun. But this right here isn't fun. If you feel like you being left behind, and we know that some of the people that get on this this chat and then they start saying this stuff, this crazy shit, we know 9 times out of 10 they're not going to be even getting the service because you were saying that the service was there was no point for the service. You don't even like Xbox's Game Pass service, so hell, you damn sure shouldn't like PlayStation service, right? So again, what you want to do is cap for being a second-class citizen on a console that you cap for. How does that make you feel?
Oh,
how does that make you feel? Because that's exactly what Sony just told you. Like, look, hey, I could get if they're saying, like, look, we want to support the people who play our games, who give us more engagement. So we'll prioritize more for people who just plays games and get more trophies or whatever. I don't even like that, but I could understand that to a degree, but to a small degree at that. But to have people say, oh, in order for us to give you the best service that's available, you got to pay us more money on top of what you paid us. That shit is so far gone. I can't even, like, just me saying it makes me sick to my stomach. Like,
what do you mean about paying more money?
Ever didn't
no, the PlayStation Stars is a free program. Like you just play on.
I'm not talking about the stars. I'm talking about the thing that you have to pay to get the customer service. Don't you have to have? Don't you have to pay into the top tier?
Well, you have to buy 4 full price games to get into the top
4
tier.
full price games. So they're trying to, and you have to do that within a year, or that's lifetime.
They don't say. I would say lifetime. Like if I were to assume. All right, and let me just put it out there. It's an assumption. I would say lifetime.
I bet people need to read that fine print, because if you buy 4 full games, and if it might be like 4 games a year,
huh?
Not lifetime.
So they'll drop you down a tier if you don't like keep producing.
If you don't keep producing, this is a thing to. This is
we gotta look into that, man. We gotta look.
This is about engagement. Yeah, we need to look into that. I think this is about engagement. So yeah, for you, if you engage into our ecosystem and you support our $70 thing, so we can show this to our investors of why it's smart to do $70, while we can do $70 games, then we'll scratch your back by helping you have a better customer service. Which is bullshit, which is something that should already be included once you buy the goddamn console. That's it doesn't matter. Even if it's 4 games in its lifetime, it still is bribery. That's garbage. Paid for your console. If I buy an Xbox and I don't buy another damn game on that console and just want to play nothing but free-to-play games that's available, that's all that I should still be able to call customer service and get to talk to them and let them tell me exactly, help me out.
There shouldn't be any priority.
There shouldn't be any priority. No priority. Period.
That's crazy. It's such a weird perk.
It's weird that they said it.
It's a weird perk, man.
They said it, dude.
It's disrespectful just to mention that. I mean, it was disrespectful when Xbox brought up the shit about raising the price at the time when people were just getting out of the pandemic and everything. Are you stupid? What are you thinking?
Yeah, we all called that shit out.
And we all lit their ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there was no, check the temperature in the room first, guys. You know what I'm saying? who is checking the temperature with Sony right now?
No,
And I
Sony.
mean,
Sony believes they're the thermostat. You don't need to check
like,
the
bro,
temperature. They
Oh,
gauge
good
that shit.
analogy.
bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like I see what Jamie's saying. Like, look, I like money too. I mean, shit. I mean, when you show the support, your support is when you buy that product. That's your support. What you do after that is whatever. That's like saying, oh, well, I gotta, I bought this car for anywhere from what 16 to $100,000 car, truck, whatever, this vehicle, and yet I still gotta pay a monthly fee after that, on top of tax and titles and everything, gas and everything else that you gotta pay within the car for owning that vehicle too. Nah, bro, it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. Not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy as hell to me. Crazy as hell.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely insane. Again, we're talking about skipping line in a chat if you have an issue. But yeah, and the funny thing to me is when you look over time at some of the absolute horror stories when it comes to their customer service to begin with. One of the first things I thought about is like, all right, you got to buy these games, you got to get these trophies, just so you could be the first person that they say fuck you to when you have a problem, is pretty much what I think it is. I don't know. It's absolutely insane when it comes to the whole bad press thing. I definitely agree, and it's it kind of brings you back to Sony during the age of the CD era in music. They were like that as well. They're like, no, we're on top of shit. That's it. Like nothing's gonna change, and they got swallowed whole by a changing of the guard, a changing of technology, a changing of the way people get into and listen to their music and stuff. And now look at where they are in terms of the music industry. I don't want to see them like screw themselves over to the point of something dramatically bad. I do like the fact that companies competing and with them competing, it's better for us in the long run because we get deals, we get they're pushing each other in terms of innovation and all that good stuff. So if anybody's out there thinking that like I want to see PlayStation gone, that's ridiculous.
But see, again, this is another thing, but like, I mean, it's kind of like, why do we have to constantly do a disclaimer? I mean, for anybody who's been listening to the show, even if you're new to the show, like, I mean, listen, this gameplay right here that you see in Spider-Man is my gameplay. So obviously I have to have a PlayStation something in order to play Miles Morales, right?
Well, you obviously gave Sony money. Put it that way.
Right.
You
That's what I'm saying.
them.
That's what I'm saying. I gave Sony money. You know what I'm saying? And I've given Sony money forever, not only for their consoles, but for their TVs, for the speakers, for Sony Walkmans. Like I said, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on their products. And to me, it's kind of like, look, for all the support that I get, even regardless if I'm an X-bot or whatever you want to call me or whatever, because I favor Xbox over everything else console-wise.
That's my name.
But whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but the fact of it is that, look, man, I love gaming. I support gaming. Nobody wants the console to go away, but we do want somebody to punch that punch that company in the fucking face for, not physically, but you know what I'm saying, but give them hell to the point to where they start understanding, okay, now we got to really cut back. We got to do something to get the customers back on our side. But as long as you have people that will say the things that they say, like, Fahim saying it, well, I think it's overblown. Okay, cool. All right. Then like I said last week, then let's see all this stuff. Let's see you buy the $400 or $500 PlayStation VR 2. If they raise the prices of the games, like Priya was talking about last week, you go ahead and you got to show us that you got those libraries. If they sit there and they're going to get those $70 games, we better see more than for every game that you post on Twitter. You better have those games locked down day one. Showing support to Sony. And if for this, and if you're saying this is overblown, this is not a big deal. Oh, maybe because you're not going to go ahead and get that top tier of that service or whatever the hell it is, where you saying that I'm clumping it down, then you better be in all support of whatever that they're doing if it's not a big deal. Because if you're not going to support it, then what you do, you're lying to your own, to your fan base. I mean, to your to the listeners, and you're lying to the people that may follow you on social media.
Hold on.
That's gross.
Hold on, real quick, Fahim. Why would you point out that he's playing a game on PC? First off, Sony decided to release the game on PC.
If this is Miles Morales, this was on the PlayStation.
Oh,
yeah, this is Miles. Yeah, no, this is Miles because of this is Miles.
Yeah,
this is on the PlayStation. I could easily because I got Spider-Man on the PlayStation as well. Like I said, I'd be doubling and tripling. I mean, doubling and tripling games sometimes because I may have bought that game on the PlayStation 3, may have got it on the PlayStation 4, and then I buy it on PC. So it's like damn, you only buy the game once. I'm buying the game 2 or 3 times. I'm over here helping Sony like a motherfucker. But you best believe I'm not going to be helping them anymore.
Damn,
like that. I'll just buy that shit on their console. I mean, on PC.
Do you think you might support Sony more than Fahim, bro? I don't know.
Oh, I think so. I think so.
With the double and triple dipping, man.
Right?
You know
yeah, because I'm gonna get Miles Morales another time. When it drops on PC. So this will be the second time that I'll have this game, even though I've already played it and beat it. But I just want to have this. I want to play it on the superior version. So, and I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so I'll just play it on PC.
Got you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like the whole bad press thing, like you even see articles and stuff now. Like pulling this article talking about how people in Japan are pissed off over this. Kind of brings it into light over here before PlayStation Stars releases over here. You put it all together, Fahim. Fahim, put the whole thing together. And the funny thing, K-Mega, you know what the funny thing about this is? I could see people over at PlayStation saying, yeah, no, this is going to be fine because we got God of War dropping this year. Like, at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, no, it's going to be fine because we got Ragnarok. It's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what's gross about that. Yeah, great. You know what I'm saying? Sony will have a good game to show this year. I haven't played Forbidden West. I'm going to get that as well. But the fact of it is that
Zero Dawn was like boring to me, man.
The story is. I love the gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, but the story is not very compelling at all. But regardless of that, it's just I'm just because you're getting a game and the game will get acclaim and all that other stuff doesn't mean that still warrants for people to be mistreated from a company. You know what I'm saying? That just isn't right. Just because when Xbox start dropping these exclusives and shit like that, and then if they decide that they don't that they want to try to do something negative towards the Xbox community, then then they need to be called out. And then, I will treat them the same way that I'm going to treat Sony going forward with the PlayStation. So, I mean, this isn't about just this is just the principle of the thing. This isn't about, if it's just because if this was an Xbox thing, I would have said the same thing. Like, Xbox, look, y'all fucked up. I'll just go ahead and buy your games on PC. I'll just upgrade my PC to another level, and then I'll just get them there. If you want to play games like that, I there's other options for me.
It would definitely be a misstep when it comes to Xbox. But one thing I will say when it comes down, and again, this is through evidence throughout years, going from PlayStation 4 into this generation. At least Xbox customer service will work with you and get something done. I've heard so many people fucking get hung up on, get banned for asking for a refund of a game, stuff like that, or somebody hacked into their account and spent money that they didn't, that wasn't them, and Sony was like, well, oh well, pretty much oh well, they'll go talk to your bank about that, and you don't get that on the Xbox side. So
right. Right.
At least they do customer service on Xbox.
Yeah, the way that they treated me about the whole hacking situation back then, and then thank God my bank did me right. Um, and then in charge Sony for the money that my bank gave me back, because Sony wasn't going to pay me back for all that money. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, shh, nope, sorry. Here, and go ahead and sign. Go ahead and do this. Accept these games that we're offering you, and therefore, you know what I'm saying. So we won't be held liable for the money that you lost for you we asked for you putting your information into our network. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. That was the first that was the straw that broke the camel's back with me about trusting Sony when it came to anything like that. Like, you just nothing but PayPal, homie. I'll never put a credit card into anything Sony ever again. You know what I'm saying? So no, PayPal, homie. That's how you get anything from me. But yeah, no, that was the beginning of it for me. And then even and for still to support Sony for even after the hacking situation back then with the PlayStation 3 is still amazing, because I still buy their products. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I enjoy Sony products, but I'd be damned if I'm, if you do some customer service garbage like this and want to keep charging me extra for everything like that.
Oh shit!
No, man.
Oh shit! Shout out to
What'd
Jamie,
you say?
aka the Elusive Gamer. He says at least people can get through to support faster to cancel their Call of Duty pre-orders. Oh
Oh
no!
my goodness! Oh my
Oh,
god!
is that messy, Mega? Is that
That's pretty messy. I like that, Jamie. I like that a lot.
Yo, that's
I like
insane.
that a lot.
Shout out to my
Messy.
bro. Shout out to my bro Jamie. That was that. Yo, you made my eyes popped out of my head real quick when I saw that. I was like, oh, he did not go there. Speaking of not going anywhere, I think we should get to the next topic, and that would be the death of a platform. Guys, I don't know if anybody in the chat is a part of the service, but as of January 18th, that's 3 days after my birthday, Stadia, Google Stadia will be shutting down. And the funny thing about this is a lot of people predicted this way back when they first kind of like launched it, and people started getting their hands on it, and they were when it launched very bare bones. There were features missing, and it really was a rocky start, a rocky launch, and it just seemed to be on a rocky road all the way through its life. But as of January 18th, it will be going away, and I think Google at some point in time, I saw this very briefly. I didn't read into it too much, but in their explanation, I think they said the acquisition of Bethesda or of ZeniMax had something to do with them, like either not being able to compete, or it was another shot that kind of like led to the death of the platform. Now, I will say, I think it was it was either last year or 2 years ago. It might have been. I'm leaning more towards 2 years ago when Google announced that they were shutting down their first party for Stadia. Uh, I kind of stated it then. I was like, guys, this is the end of the road. Like because when it comes down to it, I do know that multiplats, they're basically the games that most people play. You got your Call of Duties, you got your Maddens, you got your NBA 2Ks, you got your Grand Theft Autos, and the free to plays that are multi-platform with crossplay stuff like that. I know those are the games that most people are playing. If you look at the list per month, those games are at the top of the list. But when it comes to exclusives, right? Exclusives give that platform its personality. It gives that thing, that you really can't get. Like Xbox exclusives, you can't get it on other consoles. PlayStation exclusives can't get it on other consoles. Now, of course, both of these companies are now throwing it over to the PC side. Xbox is doing day and date to PC, which made a lot of PC gamers happy. But Stadia just got kind of shoved off to the side, and I think a lot of it is Google's fault. For releasing it as half baked as it was. And you would think with Google's wallet, if they were really serious about this, they would have invested more instead of doing things like killing off their first party. But I think this was kind of like called a long time ago, and it's just something that everybody thought was going to happen anyway. But we got to get thoughts and opinions here. Let's go with our quasi PC gamer. Let's go Pred on this one. Pred, Stadia, early 2023 is going away. It's going bye-bye. No longer, no more. What are your thoughts on kind of like the build up and how this happened, man? And did Google just not take this seriously?
I think initially they had some kind of a structure in place, and things just weren't working out for them. Like I mean, like when they first came out, I think some of the concerns that we had was them not technically having a console, for physical media, them not having any first party games, like and then them trying to get third party games onto it as well. So I know they kind of like they got Ubisoft to kind of work with them a little bit and stuff like that, but like I just think they just got overwhelmed because like one of their first steps they did was they closed down one of the studios, right? That was making a first party game for them. I think they released it and they closed the studio down or something like that. I think initially they had ideals, that they wanted to put in place, and it sounded like a good idea on paper, but some of the concerns that us gamers had, and it didn't just like us Xbox fanboys. This came from all the gamers. Like we had all kind of had the same concerns. And I love seeing the people like trying to hype up Stadia and shit, but we all knew it was gonna fail. I said 2 years, they'd survived a year longer than I thought, but I always said this: there's only room for 3. There's never room for 4. That goes with pretty much anything. There's 3 hamburger places, there's 3 fucking truck companies that are popular. Like there's always that. Like I mean, and so like with a third console coming in the mix, it's just hard. You're asking us to buy old games again that we've already played. It was just launched poorly. It worked. I played it in beta on. I remember playing Assassin's Creed and stuff like that when it came out, but they weren't getting any first party exclusives, and I think that's what was going to eventually kill them. They just didn't have that on their library. So, and like I said, they're asking us to play like Assassin's Creed that had been out for 2 years, Destiny that had been out for years, like that's not an incentive to me for something I'm already playing. You want me to play it on your system
You
all
have to
over
buy
again,
it again.
scratch.
Yeah.
Like no, I'm not doing that. They should have had a better launch. With fresher games, and that might have helped them. But the way they kind of closed up shop, I mean, let's not act like we didn't see the writing on the wall. We kind of saw them slowly pulling out and with their moves and stuff, and they weren't even advertising anymore. They weren't talking about. I mean, like, who the hell's talking about Stadia in the past year? Nobody. Like no one's hyping games. There's no gameplay on there. Like, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody out there hardcore capping for the fucking Stadia. So it was dead. Like I said, I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. And I saw that there's some people that are making games. So they can still release those games. Somebody said they had a game coming out like in a week or so. Like you can still put that out. I mean, it's not closing up shop until 2023. I will say it was a class act for them to refund everybody their money. Now I don't know how that works because I'm sure there's some kind of stipulation in there. I don't know if it's like a full refund. Like if you bought your Stadia at launch, you get your money back, or all the games you purchase on there, do you get your money back for all of that shit?
That'd be crazy. That's
I don't know how that works. I mean, somebody who has one, I think Mooch has one. I have to ask him or something like how that's going to work out. But I mean, and to be honest with you, I think anybody that has one right now, that shit's in a closet somewhere collecting dust anyway. So they weren't using it. So it was a good idea. I just think it was implemented poorly, and the timing might have been wrong too for it. I mean, I think they were the first to come out with the cloud. I know Microsoft had already kind of started it, but or we're already testing it. But I
Yeah,
think they were the
it's
first one
like
to
it's
actually
like
launch it.
they had to launch it first. Like they had to get
Yeah,
out there first. And I think that was an issue as well. Again, because it came
yeah.
out like with half of the features just not
Maybe there's
there.
a plot twist in here somewhere, and Google's gonna buy Sony. And
Damn.
that's why they're closing it down.
I'd be a little scared about that. Even with Sony's track record and everything, like I'd be scared that you know when it comes to Google now, you look at Google kind of like yeah, Google's kind of known for dipping their toes into the water and being like, "Oh no, that shit's too cold," and walking away. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want them holding a platform that has such history. After seeing what they did here, I would never want them to purchase any of the well established like gaming platforms. To me, that'd be a no go, man. That'd be like hell nah. I wouldn't want to see that. Um. Now, what do you, Pred? What do you think about uh coming out and saying that you know the Bethesda or ZeniMax acquisition had a part to play in this? Is that kind of like just trying to throw some of it into a different direction, or
Well, if you think about it, um, I mean, a lot of games that could have been coming to that system from ZeniMax or Activision are now going to be owned by Microsoft. That's a lot of games, and they might have been banking on some of those games coming over, which they probably still would have. Microsoft probably would have let them come over there, but like for long term, like that's going to be a hit on them. When they don't have any stuff out now, so like you got Microsoft with Game Pass and putting all their stuff in Game Pass day and date, and now you're asking somebody to go buy that same game or pay for it on Google Stadia, which doesn't have a big popular base of players as it is. Um, like for like an online game or something like that. Like think crossplay doesn't work with Stadia, as far as I know. Like that like it works with Xbox and some games anyway. Like let's say Call of Duty came out on Stadia, is there going to be crossplay for that with Google Stadia and Xbox and PC? And I don't know. And if there isn't, like, how many people are going to actually play that game on Google Stadia and only on Stadia? Like, I mean, like stuff like that. It might have made. I mean, they might have had something like a good point with some of that. Like, I mean, some of that could have been a half truth, but I mean, it, I could see that being a significant reason why. I mean, I don't think they're throwing shade. I think it's some of that is like a half truth. I think that kind of down the road is going to affect them and what they're trying to do with the system. They can't get some of those games on that system now, long term. I mean,
I,
you're like, yeah. I mean, like there's three consoles out there with Call of Duty. I'm not including Nintendo, and I'll say four with PC, and they all play together except for that one, and their user base is like what, let's say 2,000 for Call of Duty on there, and they're not all playing. So you're not getting the most out of that system if you can't get anybody else in to play like multiplayer games on there. You just can't.
I got you, man. I got you. Like again, like what you said before. This is something that a lot of people saw coming. Like I was hoping that they would be more invested because getting into this industry as a platform holder, that's no easy feat, and
Yeah,
that's a lot of money. And then you look at what they were doing here. Of course, there was no native hardware except for the controller. Things that like really did either make gamers kind of scratch their head at the time and be like, why, and then their model. I think their model had a lot to do with this as well. You can subscribe here and then, but like you still have to buy the games in a lot of situations and stuff. And I just feel like all that put together and kind of like Google's history of not staying committed to something that they got into almost like on a whim. Um, it was writing on the wall, my opinion. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yo, Crispy, what do you think about this whole situation? Is this something that you called like when Stadia, was first announced and everything, and are you in the same boat as me? I feel a lot of it had to do with like kind of like how they structured it and the launch, with so many features missing and all that good stuff. Like I think they really did this to themselves.
I mean, I was one of the people. Stadia's dead on arrival, baby. DOA. All right.
DOA is a great fighting game, by the way. But that's dead or alive.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's two meanings for it. It's kind of like God of War and Gears of War. Oh, I got it in there. Yes, I did. But yeah,
Boy, what the
I had
fuck?
to. Oh! Somebody just comes in the back door, real hardcore. There you go.
And I didn't use any KY. I'm good.
Oh, geez, you went there.
I heard that phrase, and I'm like, I'm not even touching that. I'm not touching it.
But yeah, I mean, Stadia, they launched horribly. They took it out of beta way too soon. I mean, technically, xCloud is still technically in beta, is it not? Kind of crazy.
Have y'all talked about how Mooch is going to be crying right now tomorrow?
Oh, wow.
Yo, hold on. Sir X-Man, Mooch is not going to be crying. If people don't know this, I'm going to break this down, the whole Mooch thing for you. Guys, when it comes to gaming, Mooch, he has found his Apple. You know how he is with Apple, iPhone, iPad, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he will defend that to the end. Guess what, guys? His Apple, quote unquote, Apple in gaming is now PlayStation. So he is going to ride or die with PlayStation. He might say a couple, things PR wise to kind of keep it seemingly more in the middle, but that dude is all PlayStation now, and that's it. Like you can't say anything. Like I showed him the score for Valkyrie Elysium. I believe that's the name. I showed him the Metacritic score because he had this whole thing about Metacritic scores, and I did this
that
publicly on Twitter. And he's like, "Well, I play games, not scores." And I'm like, "Really? Because I'm a regular on Crossfire. You know what I'm saying? I heard you talk about scores many times, bro. But yeah, so no, he don't care about
You're being
Stadia.
nice, Bot.
He don't
Bot's being nice.
he don't care about Stadia anymore, bro. His Apple.
I'm gonna have to listen to the
PlayStation.
replay to get you guys' opinion because I gotta hear what you guys said about the Stadia thing, man. That's gonna be awesome.
Well, I was the first one to go, so everybody.
I beg to differ on that point for him. I mean, he was very adamant that Stadia is the next big thing. So, I mean, you enjoy that freaking L, bro. Other than that, they launch bad. They charge you for the games. Their service was halfway decent, but they didn't attract people with any type of, would they have like one exclusive game or two? It was something stupid, like 2 games that were worth it. My problem with Google always is you already have Google Play. Why aren't you investing more in the gaming side of that? I mean, it would be logical. Maybe that's where they're going to pivot. Who knows? But at this point, they're just, they're gonna take their L and move away for some reason. I thought it was super simple and easy for especially a company like Google to, make games over the cloud. Right?
Yeah.
I thought that's why everybody said, "Oh, this is fodder.
Games.
This is ridiculous. Microsoft, this is just stupid. Anybody could do this." Well, I don't know. I mean, you could look at Amazon. You could say, "Oh, what are they doing?" Well, they're just
they're still baiting.
Well, no, and they're backfilling with their Prime members. I mean, come on. I mean, a lot of people are Prime members.
I am.
So you have that aspect. And Apple, I mean, people love their phones, and it's much easier to use their Apple device, products, that they do software as well, and they're making money off of it. So, they have a reason to be in the space in some way, shape, or form. Right now, Google, you got YouTube, you've got Chrome, which is a superior browser. What else do you have in gaming wise? You have Google Play, and I don't know why they didn't go to begin with towards that, but I guess hopefully they live and learn, and probably won't, and probably will buy something else. Maybe they'll buy Sony and freaking
I was just thinking
destroy that, and there you go. I mean, Google it used to be a very innovative company, and now they're just like, let's just suffocate everything until no end, and that's what they did with Stadia. Bye bye.
They did that with a lot of things that they came out with. It's
and no company hasn't done that, but still, this is such a horrible try at this. Like they didn't even try. Like come on, you got to spend money to ultimately get into the space and make money. Come on,
you got to spend a lot of money if you're if you want to be a platform holder. Like that's something we have seen a lot throughout the history of gaming, history of consoles or whatnot. It's going to take a lot of money and effort. I mean, I remember, dude, Microsoft came in with the original Xbox, and it was known as kind of
I loved it.
It was known as like the hardcore gamers like console, but it didn't necessarily catch on with the masses. You know what I'm saying? And this is Microsoft. Like they're putting money down. They're getting exclusives from Team Ninja, this and that. They paid huge money to get Grand Theft Auto Vice City on the platform as well, just to be kind of like more known as a.
I was there. I remember the whole thing.
Like they paid a shitload of money to get Vice City on the Xbox, and Google. It's not like Google doesn't have those pockets, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just really feel like they didn't. I don't know. I feel like they tried to get in to make the profits off of gaming that you can make, while also trying to spend the least amount of money that they needed to spend. They already had the servers and stuff like that up for cloud. They're using cloud for this, that, and in other areas. They're like, well, shit, we already, spent the money and got this infrastructure put up. Let's use it for gaming and try to rake in some of those profits. And I feel like they just completely fell flat on that whole thing.
They should have used the Game Pass architecture. You pay a certain amount. It might be high, say $30 a month, but you can play anywhere. Plus, that first 3 months, the only way you could play it is on their Pixel or on their device from the TV. I didn't know that 3 months later, and a lot of people I talked to did not know that they made it for Android and Apple. A lot of people didn't know they made an app for it. It came out 3 months later, but they didn't advertise it. They didn't tell nobody you could play on other devices.
Yeah, play it on our stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people did not know. It was only for their Pixel or for their TV. That's because they wanted to try and sell the Pixel more. But your device the screen wasn't big enough to have those screens. So that was an epic fail right there. Then later on, you put it on the other devices, but nobody knew it because you never really told anybody. I just found out recently that you could do it. I thought they could still only play it on the Pixel or on the television. They didn't advertise it enough.
I hear you.
That was another mistake on their part. And they advertised it in the beginning, for Stadia. Stadia, you saw it everywhere. Remember that bot? Their commercials were everywhere. Then all of a sudden, you didn't see anything.
Yeah, it was like
quiet. It's like they gave up. It is what it was. You got to put the money in if you want to succeed. That's what Microsoft is doing. You got to put the money. That's what Sony is doing. They ain't got as much money, but they still putting money in to succeed. Nintendo, that's their own realm. Google didn't follow that. And Stadia, not Loomis, the Loomis from
Luna, yeah.
Amazon. Right, Luna from Amazon.
Yeah.
They're still in beta. They are taking their time with this. They ain't just gonna jump in and say, "All right, Stadia's ready." No beta testing, no trials. No long extended trials, so we can correct some of the mistakes that we might have along the way. We'll let you know when it's a full 100% release. They didn't do none of that. They did a quick little beginner's beta for people who first adopted, and then it was a pure launch like a month later. You got to test things out to get it right.
One thing,
That's
Sir
Google's
X-Man,
problem.
one thing I'll say about Luna has two things going for it that I feel Stadia doesn't. And this is going to relate to your whole, like the whole Google Play thing. Because the two things are, first off, Amazon does have, kind of like first party studios working on games for Luna.
And they got Twitch.
Well, yeah, that too. But but Google had YouTube, so that kind of cancels that self out, right?
Yes, see how that turned out, right?
The other thing is, now, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is true. Luna is also attached to Amazon Prime, and like everybody and their mother has Amazon Prime. So like when it comes down to it with Luna, again, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you have Amazon Prime, I think you just have to like pick up the controller and you have access to games on Luna through Amazon Prime. That right there, those two things right there, I think are already like head and shoulders above anything Google did with Stadia.
I have Prime, but I haven't even looked to see it.
You didn't
Why
get
didn't they, like, a prime example?
Hey.
No pun intended.
Love
Why didn't they bundle it with like YouTube Red or YouTube TV? You know what I'm saying, to kind of get it going.
Right.
Have a reason. You know what I'm saying? Have an extra incentive. I mean, we see cable and dish companies and all this, like, like how long, freaking having, the NFL Sunday ticket, you know what I mean, with DirecTV. Like that was a huge get for, DirecTV. Like that's how they absorb people. Now it's not there anymore. You know what I mean? And basically DirecTV is like almost non-existent at this point. You know what I mean? So you didn't use the platforms you already have. You know what I mean? Like the way they did it is just, it was so bad. Like a lot of us are like, what are you doing? Like this doesn't make sense. And I just feel bad for the people that were just bought into that, because now you have something that you might have spent money on these games, and I mean, I don't know if you're going to still have access to them. What are we talking about here?
Well, I believe
Yeah,
they're
I mean-
shutting down like the servers on the 18th, so you wouldn't have access to them.
So you're asked out. That's pretty messed up. You know what I mean? Like it sucks, but
I think there's
that's
some
where
type
I'm
of
always
refund
wary about
situation
stuff like
going
that.
on. I believe there's some type of refund situation going on that Fred was talking about. But you said also, there's probably some stipulation in there or whatnot. So I mean, we're gonna have to see how that kind of plays out. Let's get Mega in on this, yo. Mega Stadia now.
Yeah.
Mega, this is you play on so many platforms, and you enjoy games in so many different kind of like venues and stuff like that. I don't think you ever picked up Stadia. So I'd be interested to hear like why you kind of skipped out on that, and then I need to hear what you think about what's going on, because basically it's going to be gone the beginning of next year.
If they don't resolve this right real quick, dude, I didn't mean to jump in.
Yo, you scared the shit out of me. I was like, because I was expecting K Mega to say something, and I heard a different voice, and that I don't know, that scared.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I apologize, man. I'm sorry.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just interrupt people.
No, just real quick on that. I'm done. Just real. If they don't resolve this right, after 2 years, I can see a lawsuit coming to them. That's all. I can see it.
For the whole like refund situation.
Yes. Because those are games that people purchase that they're expected to keep for a lifetime.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that people were saying. Like, I don't know about this. First off, it's Google. Second of all, we're buying these games, but if they ever decide to shut down, we don't have those games anymore. There's
And
no.
that's the tradition for Google. They do like to shut things down when they don't like it.
All right, Mega, get in on this, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean it's the one thing I was capping for it heavy. And you know what I'm saying? And so like I even had to give Lemon his flowers because he was one of the first people, well, everybody on GRG at that time, the ladies, Bloody, all the rest of them, they were all giving me grief because I was, because I'm all about I'm all about like, new shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking
Innovation.
like yeah, in the new class. I thought you said you was quiet. I thought you said you was done.
I was just helping you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to mute. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, so anyway, so and the only reason why I'm over here kind of stumbling words because I'm over here playing a 3-on-3 on 2K.
Oh,
But
Lord.
yeah, you know how I do it. And so I just think that the whole thought process, the innovation, everything about it, the cloud is like I definitely see it. It's the future. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've said a million times. Kids, the younger people are going to dictate the market. We as older gamers, we'll just buy, maybe complain, but still, regardless, if we're gamers, we're going to support whatever that's going to be available. So I just seemed like, hey, I'm like, I think Google's going to give it opportunity, and others was like, nah, you just don't know Google, and they were right. I mean, and so right after like the first year, because I was thinking about getting it day one, I didn't, and I fucked around and I just was like, all right, man, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to get it, but I'll just wait a little bit longer just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll prove everybody wrong. You know what I'm saying? They gave it up. They gave up the ghost, and the more and more is like what Sir X-Man said is that like nobody was they were advertising heavy at first. They had all the celebrities and everything like that, and then all of a sudden they just went ahead and just kind of got more quiet,
Disappeared.
more quiet. Yeah, just kind of disappeared. So it was kind of crazy. So I was like, well, all right. So I just left it alone. But yeah, then of course I just kind of kept quiet and so people can give me grief. They definitely can give me grief about it. I was one of the people that was capping for it, saying that they were going to be there a little bit longer than normal. But it is disappointing. I mean, it is right, like what Fred said, that people that Google is going to honor the money. But one thing that Crispy said was 100% right. Why you didn't give an incentive? Why you didn't do that with YouTube TV? Because I have YouTube TV now, and I gotta say, I love it. It is amazing. It is amazing. I'm probably never going to go back to cable again. So, just for me, I just think that it's just like they had so many opportunities, but it just they just didn't get this. They didn't have the support, and obviously, and for all the stuff that they got exposed for the 4K streaming and all that other shit. They had everything.
Oh, it's coming.
Great,
it's coming. It's coming.
Fraud.
It may be coming through. It may come with what's call it, but it damn sure ain't coming to Stadia. So yeah, no, it's yeah. So xCloud is definitely what I'm saying a monster in its own right. I think that's something that people get to look at, like what I brought up the whole thing about what some of the PlayStation people were saying about like they were going to probably talk to Google instead of maybe deal with Microsoft. That I mean they could do that, but again, it's competition, like like we were saying earlier. So I don't know. Overall, it's a sad situation. You don't want to see stuff messed up. And then of course there was a dev that posted something that was saying, look, we had this game and this game's supposed to be slated to come out. I wonder if we're going to get paid. Yeah. So hopefully that shit doesn't happen. You know what I mean? So, that would be very unfortunate if it did. So,
well, yo, check this out. Jamie in the chat said that Stadia employees found out 45 minutes before the announcement.
Oh my God.
That's foul. That is so foul.
I mean, that's usually how that works, man. But I mean, that's another thing. See, I've always before they got into this, I'm like, the best thing for them to do is to probably get into, get into like the PC spot, make a launcher, do what Epic is doing. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much competition that way. You know what I mean? So try that, and then, everything will be all right. But, these, you would think that would be a little bit more easier for them to go by, to work with, but no, man, it's just a bad situation up and down. So, and then if Jamie's right about that whole situation, which I'm sure he is, yeah, just bad people out of work. And now it's just another thing that's going down the tubes when it shouldn't. I mean, you invested so much money into it, and then Google makes so much money. I mean, we're talking about one of the top 5 companies in the world. So they could have invested a little bit more. So obviously, maybe it was bad management, or again, they just didn't understand what was really going on in the gaming space. And like how Pred said, like it can only be 3. You know what I'm saying? There could only be 3. I guess that's just the way it is. But we'll see how Luna is. The Luna's
it's
taking
funny.
its time.
Everything happens in 3s. So like,
true.
So like that really, what Pred said really does make sense. It's not just like there's something about 3. There is something about 3 out there, man.
Google's a $1 trillion company also too.
Yeah,
the Triforce is Zelda.
JT Gamer, yeah, I did not know that there was 33 major JPRGs on an Xbox since the 360. But yeah, no, that's still a good look. That's a good look. They need more, of course, but because that just kind of shows that the 360 was kicking ass and
taking
we're
names,
just now in
baby.
the first 2 years of the Series X console. But I mean, and how dry was the Xbox One with JRPGs? Ugh. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that they finally getting it together on there. So yeah, cool.
Oh man,
but I scored 14 points in a but we lost by 3
in a 3-on-3. Are you in theater?
I'm in the theater right now. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I got you. Yo, tomorrow night I'll be able to play in that kind of like that like nightlife type arena with the black lights and shit.
We're gonna have a short GRG because I want to get into it either too. So
I'll be there.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be there.
So 2 hours. 2 hours.
He said 2 hours. That's
2
it.
Hours, 2
yeah,
hours.
that's about my nap time
max.
anyway. It's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So not if your old ass keep rambling and interrupting people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bitch!
Damn!
What the fuck?
Yo, Sir X-Man, I have a quick question for you. I just need to know, did you pre-order PGA 2K yet?
I'm pre-ordering it next week. It ain't out for till what, the 11th?
October, yeah.
11th.
You pre-ordered.
Well, you pre-ordered.
Golf. It's golf.
You pre-ordered.
I want Michael Jordan.
You get Michael Jordan, baby. You get Michael Jordan.
You'll wear that shit like twice, and then
I'm getting a $100 version of this game.
That's why I was thinking about that. Yeah, I was definitely.
Yeah, it ain't no Battlefield. We know it's gonna be good.
Oh, did you just take shots at Brad?
Pretty decent.
Battlefield is back on its.
I know. I'm picking it up.
On its ways.
I'm picking it up.
Brad,
you got screwed, though. They should have did something better for you than what they did, dude. But we ain't gonna.
They both got the same one.
Should have.
Yeah. So.
I think with K Mega, as long as they work it out.
There's only 3 games I'm getting next month. 3 games in max next month because I went crazy on games this month, which
that's right. Next month, I think Game Pass got you, bro. I think you're good.
No, because I got to get Call of Duty. I'm gonna get Call of Duty.
I never thought I'd ever say that, but I'm looking forward to Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yo, it is so interesting, and I'm not saying you guys personally, but it is so interesting to see how the tide has turned with Call of Duty. You got like PlayStation extremists fucking canceling pre-orders, again. But then you got Xbox dudes who never gave Call of Duty the time of day. Like, yo,
Xbox people play Call of Duty, dude. I
didn't say all. I didn't say all. I'm talking about the Xbox dudes that before all this never gave Call of Duty, like never paid it no mind.
You know why, right? Because Call of Duty's been failing us.
No, yo, bro, you can't say that some of these people are now interested in it because of the acquisition, brother.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Nah,
That's
it's not
true.
because of the
Modern
acquisition.
Warfare was dope. Modern
Because
Warfare was dope.
it was good. But they were developing this before the acquisition was even thought of.
I'm talking about interest within certain people. All right, there's some disinterest now because of the acquisition, and people are canceling pre-orders. But then on the flip side of that coin, there is also added interest from people who never dealt with Call of Duty before, and they're doing it simply because there's an acquisition in process, and it's going to be under the Xbox umbrella.
Okay, on the real, let me clear my throat.
No.
You people to say that you're not going to get Call of Duty. It's like all them people say, I'm not going to buy this game. I'm not going to buy this game. But everybody else that you know is playing the damn game. You're going to end up buying the goddamn game. So shut your goddamn mouth and get off this Twitter bullshit and fucking just support the developer no matter who the fuck is making the game. Thank you.
Ooh, you heard it. Sir X-Man told you guys. And Sir X-Man, I just want to let you know, our buddy Fahim Scott, he was like, yo, where's Grandpa at kind of like the beginning of the show, man. He missed you, bro.
I almost called myself Grandpa. Technically, I am a grandfather.
There you go.
Daddy's here.
Be proud of that, bro.
I had something else to take care of, my friend. Sorry about that. I will not disappoint you. Wait a minute. I can disappoint you because I'm not a full-fledged
member of the show. So we don't care if you're here or not.
I know.
I said Fahim cared. So
ain't that a
bitch? keep talking that smack. I'll bring it back to you, bro. I will.
I know, bro.
Just as long as you got PGA day one, man, because you know we're gonna.
Oh yeah, your ass is mine in golf.
Let's see that, yo.
I'm gonna have to send Crispy a copy.
Oh shit! You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it again. You're gonna do it again.
It might not be right away because I'm getting the $100 version first, so my money gonna be a little tight, bro. But I get it to you a couple of weeks after that.
He said,
"I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
You could just send me the cheapest version. I'm good." Dropping a $100 on the game nowadays. I'm like, nah, bro.
He's gonna send you a picture of the cover. Like that's the cheapest.
Crispy will be playing day one with us, dude. He'll be playing day one with us. I already know.
He's gonna have to make Olga again, or maybe he's gonna come up with somebody new. Maybe
I don't know. Maybe they'll carry his character over. You never know.
Oh, that would be cool, but
that'd be interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool. You can do something like that.
Yo, I hear you, Yobi. I'm getting to that. All right,
real quick. K Mega gonna be like this, but you don't play no more sports with me, bud. Golf, K Mega.
Oh no, I'll play
basketball.
I'll play basketball. I'll play basketball too. What are you talking about? Yo, K Mega knows I go in on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, just not
all right.
Yo, like,
K Mega,
how many games have I played where I sent you a party and like, yo, dude, we getting in on it? Not too many, right? Not too many.
Get that shit out of here. Don't sit there and think you're going because you fast and twitchy, you little bastard.
You little bastard. My God. But basketball is definitely one of them. Yo, shout out to Dragonheart Yobi. For people who don't know, he is the biggest K Mega fanboy out there. And he is also a 10-month member on this channel. He said, give K Mega his back pay. He's like, why? He deserves the co-host and co-founder of Next. Let's go.
Damn right.
I want to imitate Yobi. K Mega, the God Slayer, the king of all games, the numero uno, the one that can knock you out by just looking at you. Bring the pain for the mighty God, K Mega. Okay.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. The mighty God.
and
the mighty God, K Mega. That's hot. Yobi, you got a competition, brother. I love it.
And people wonder why I say number one fanboy.
Why did I do that shit? Why did I do that shit?
Yo, now
my voice is back.
It's on YouTube. Hey. It's on YouTube. That means somebody can actually grab that audio. And
Lord! Don't
it.
you dare do that shit! Don't you dare put my name in that shit! Don't you do that to me, bro!
Yo, Mega, if you grab that, anytime you talk that shit in GRG, you can always be like, hey, yo, Sir X-Man, you remember that time? And you just
Yeah,
play
remember
it.
that? You know what? I need to get that. I need to get that.
I just got one word, milk dud.
Milk
That
Dud!
shit.
he ain't ever
Ah!
coming on GRG ever again.
MD!
So I don't know what bot you gonna do.
Yo, his name officially is K Mega MD. That's what it is.
Nah.
K Mega MD.
Hey, milk dud.
And that stands for Milk Dud. But yo, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight.
Somebody call me Milk Dud. You getting blocked?
Oh. But guys, that's pretty much it. We got through the topics. I am looking forward to a weekend where I do not have to work. I will be on that NBA. I might also be on.
I'm a hooper now. I'm in a hooper class now.
Watching the Giants lose again this week.
Oh, you shut the fuck up, man. Yo, I give props where it's due, man. I don't know if you saw me on Twitter. Like,
I know y'all was talking mad shit last week on the show last week though, but now now the game's over.
We got those filthy, nasty, disgusting cockroaches, 49ers Monday.
Y'all should win that.
Wow,
man, Garofalo plays us. Garofalo plays us really well for some reason. He's disgusting. That's why I was happy about the kid. The kid, I thought Garofalo was going to be gone, and we got rid of his stench. But we got them nasty, filthy Niners Monday,
and then right after
starting? That, we got those. Because the kid,
boy's out for the season.
Trey is out for the season. He got hurt.
Oh, hey, but my Bears are 2-1. I'm good. I'm happy.
And,
we got you guys.
And then
coming
right
up.
after that, we got them boys. We got them filthy boys, them nasty cockroaches, the boys.
Oh, the Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if they come to the real best stadium in the league, SoFi. But if we don't, we got to go to Jerry's old crusty ass world, then that's fine too. But I can't. You know what I'm saying?
So, that's all right. We got to play them at the end of October.
I gotta watch out. We gotta watch out for that Dallas defense.
Yo, that defense is serious, bro. That defense, if they can keep that up all year.
for he want to block. He said I might send K Mega an email. Go right ahead.
No.
If you thought prayer was vicious on these buttons. Remember, I got access.
Fucking blockchain.
Hey, Fahim, you got to have an Xbox for that, man.
Oh.
The disrespect.
But guys, on that note, yo, if you haven't done
Gotham Knights, ladies and gentlemen, that's and Bayonetta. That's all we need.
Gotham Knights looks like trash.
We're getting Bayonetta.
Bayonetta on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, that's my own opinion, man. Seeing dudes slide like half a street over before they hit somebody without like walking or anything like that. I can't get into that, yo. But yo, do you, bro?
About?
Do you? That combat is atrocious. In my opinion. But
what combat? What game?
Gotham Knights.
Oh yeah, that shit. I ain't care about
that shit. Hey, yo, dude. Yo, that was perfect. Yo, that shit. Hey.
Pass the ball. You better make that shot. Oh,
come on, remember K Mega was all in the Stadia. Look what happened to that.
K Mega, you're gonna get a lot of that tomorrow. K Mega.
Oh, I know. I will. I deserve it.
Oh no, I ain't K. Nobody's gonna get it worse than Moose tomorrow, dude. Nobody.
No. You know why? Crap's not on the show. If Crap was on the show, he'd hear it constantly.
Crap would give it to him about Stadia. Yeah, oh my god. Wait till Brap gets to him. Ooh, shit. I know you don't get along with Brap, but Brap gonna rip him about Stadia.
Brap's too busy like nut hugging PlayStation, even though he's a PC gamer, quote unquote. But with that being said, guys, if you like the show, yo, definitely hit that thumbs up button. But like a 40-year-old with a comb over, it is time to get those plugs in. And we're gonna start with the man who came in towards the end of the show, but brought his flair in there as well. Yo, Sir X-Man, it's always good to talk with you, man. You know that.
Always, buddy.
What do you got for your outro? What do you want to let people know about when it comes to the world of Sir X-Man?
Live long and prosper, and get as much booty as you can before you die. That's it.
Wow. There it
He
is.
didn't say which kind of booty, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The female type. All right.
I don't think
Thank
in
you for
today's day
helping
and
me
age
clarify that.
you're
K-Mac.
supposed to
Today's age, it
specify.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Who
like
you
Well, why
say?
didn't you make me say it in the
you
first
get, you
step?
get,
Oh
you
my
get,
god!
you get canceled.
He's
You get canceled if
me.
you specify.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Oh Lord, why? I love you guys, but damn, y'all sure know how to ruin a moment.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You should take us. If you ever go out on a date, you should take all of us with you.
Never,
It'd be
ever,
great.
ever. She'd be like, "Please, I'll give you some. Just get me away from these people."
No,
Yeah,
she'd be
and you
like,
wouldn't-
let me
and
take
you
So that's why you have to bring us.
Yeah, I was
There
gonna say,
you
and you
go.
wouldn't want to bring us. Like, come on, bro.
I'd make sure she'd have some friends, so you guys would go away in somewhere.
Oh, this sounds like the off-air conversation we were having before the show. Oh no. Let's see. Let's go to the next podcast exclusive. Next, it is my bro Predator. Pred, how's it feel to have a hurricane hit the United States and not actually hit Texas, man? That's got to feel good, right?
I mean, there's still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. There's probably something churning out there in the waters right now.
Aiming right for it too. It's like I'm going right there, brother. But yeah, no, it's your outro, man. What do you want to share with everybody, bro?
See y'all next week. Go Cowboys, and make sure y'all hit that OnlyFans up. Where Dark's at, but he owes me some tip money.
I was gonna say, yo, is Dark still supporting you there? He's still number one fan.
He knows. He knows where Daddy's at.
Shout out to the angry.
I'll see y'all next week.
No doubt, brother. And let's see, next on the list, of course, it is my bro Crispy Bomb. Now, Crispy, you are on other shows. You gotta let people know about the other shows, and anything else you want to let them know about, bro.
Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Shout out to the messy chat that we always have here. It's always entertaining to watch people cap for plastic boxes.
Tonight. It was fun interacting with the chat tonight. Like, yeah.
At Chrissy Bomb on Twitter, Chrissy Bomb 28, Xbox Live. Be showing up tomorrow, 10 a.m. Breakfast with Boom. Regular on the Retro Renegade, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights. We got Primetime Gaming Wednesday, 7 p.m. Of course, back here on the next podcast, 8 p.m. Prime time, baby.
Oh, yeah. Prime time, man. Love it. Absolutely love it. And of course, we have K Mega. K Mega, there's a show going on tomorrow. What is going on with GRG? What is going on with K Mega and streaming and all that good stuff, man? You got to let the people know, bro.
Yeah, no, just
and he's still playing that game.
GRG
You can
tomorrow.
tell. I can tell his voice. He's still playing that game.
Yeah. No, I'm doing my thing. I'm over here I'm fighting for my damn life. Okay, I got to.
We gotta play Grounded, people. We got to get together and play Grounded. Get that shit.
Yeah. Oh. By the way, before I do my outro, my outro is come see GRG tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, come on, check it out. Other than that, there's something that me and Don and One Bad Mother are trying to pull off. I hope you guys want to do it. We tried to do it last weekend, but it didn't happen. So what we were trying to do, and please hit me up in the DMs or just hit me up on Twitter and say, Mega, we're going to do this Saturday. We want to try to get 10 people or more, however many. And then we're trying to go ahead and play some Crackdown Warzone. We want to try to play and get a game going. So if you are down for that, no, it's still up, but you just, people ain't playing. So we want to try to give it a chance, because really people didn't really get the opportunity to play it except when they played the demo. But it's still up. It's just we just need a group of people to do it, and so let's come and do that. That should be fun.
What time are you thinking? Fun. What time are you thinking tomorrow?
If we can do it, I'm saying, evening time, probably about, like anywhere from 5 to 10. That'd be great.
That's a good time for me.
Yeah.
So that's 6 to 11 in the time that everybody knows around the world. Eastern.
I'm gonna download it on PC right now.
So download. It's only like I think 5 gigs or something like that for what is it, Rec Zone or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Because they separated the games through the single player and the multiplayer. So let's play some Crackdown 3 Wrecking Zone, and let's do that. Let's try to get as many people as we can. If we can try to get 10 people or 10 to 12 people, we should be able to get through. Whoever's watching that one server at Microsoft is gonna lose their shit.
Guys, we got a hit.
The hell is gonna?
We got a hit.
We got 10 to 12 people that's playing right now.
We need more server power. We need more server power now.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and just shock some shit. Let's do something. Let's record that gameplay. Let's have a good damn time, man. So let's go ahead and do that. It should be fun.
I see it. There it is. I'm about to download it now. I'll be playing on PC.
Interesting. I might actually drop in on that, man.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. So yeah. So see, everybody I think is kind of interested because nobody did get a chance to really play it. So how about we just do it? Have a night fun time of it, and if it's fun enough, then we can try to have a little community night every once in a while to do it. It would just be fun, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, man. It'd be cool to go back in there and check it out again with these 2022 eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Send Phil an invite. Maybe he'll jump in.
Oh.
Hey, that'd be hot. That would be. Yeah. So I'll send Phil an invite.
Nice. Nice. And on that note, guys.
Oh, he said, what happened to my soundboard? My soundboard's still here. I've been playing the game. That's why I didn't hit it.
This is a certified hood classic.
So.
It's downloading now. The original Crackdown and Wreck and the Zone on PC. So I'll be playing with you guys on PC tomorrow.
Oh,
okay. All right. Well, here we go.
Let me suck your titties, baby.
You notice how everybody starts singing it? Like,
yeah.
See, that's what happens when people say PC. Suck them titties.
No. They're gaming on PC. They ain't on no titties. I tell you that.
But yo, huge shout out to the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We are here every Thursday, and that's 8 p.m., which Crispy is
prime time.
That is right, brother. Prime time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't done it yet, definitely hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. But we will see you next week for the next podcast. Have a great night, everybody.
Hasta la Vega.
What was that?
Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate. We need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it changes cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around.